Hello everyone, this is Henish.
And I'm Raphael Pinedo.
We're with the California Home Company, brokered by eXp Realty, and we want to spend a few minutes to give you a November 2018 housing market update, specifically for San Diego, but relevant for the region in California.
Yeah, you can always count on us to give you the most and best information that's going to keep you current with your finger on the pulse of the market.
So what's going on, Raphael? What do we got going on? What's happening?
Well, we've seen a pretty good summer, and now we're into the fall, and I think everybody has noticed that the market has shifted.
In what way?
Well, sales have dropped pretty much quite a bit. However, prices are still up by 7.5% compared to September of 2018. And that's up from 530 or so to about 590.
Okay. So when we're saying shifted, we were going like this, but we're not going like this yet.
Definitely not.
Now we're just kind of more flatter. We're kind of going like this, still increasing, but not up like that.
Definitely.
So there's a few ways we've heard it described, right? Deceleration of appreciation, right? So the appreciation's not as fast.
Right.
Previously, we're seeing 7 to 12% a year. Maybe we're getting back to a more normal rate of 2 to 3%. Another way I've heard it is moderation of price growth, right?
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So, and then the way I've described it is that a typical market, it takes 4 to 6 months to sell a house. There's 4 to 6 months of inventory.
Right.
And right now, we're still facing less than 1 month of inventory.
I know, isn't that incredible?
So we went from a super hot market to still a pretty hot market.
It's still a very good time to buy. I advise my clients that depending on what their needs are, right now, if you're going to buy and live in it, it's a perfect time to buy.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Historically speaking, especially here in Southern California, San Diego to be more specific, prices increase, they stabilize, but then they continue to grow. They continue to go up.
Yeah.
And talking about historically low interest rates, you're still in a great position to purchase a home.
Yeah, it doesn't seem likely that San Diego's going to become a ghost town anytime soon.
I don't think so.
No, so we've got a high demand for people that want to live here for the weather, but then also employers that want to be here for the tech industries, the defense industries, the pharmaceutical, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, there's good business here.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have people that have good income that continue to afford $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 houses.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. And you got to remember too that real estate is cyclical and seasonal. We're coming to the end of the year, and things do tend to slow down. But that's nothing to worry about. This is just the industry that we're in.
But even waiting those 2 months, there could be a big change in the interest rate, right? Because right now on a 30-year fix, we're at 4.7. I've heard that it could go up to 5.2. That half a point increase can make a big difference in your mortgage payment.
Definitely so. People have the misconception that, okay, I'm going to wait for the market to drop. And, well, first of all, I don't know anybody that times the market perfectly, right?
No.
Secondly, people don't know that if prices do go down, but interest rates then go the opposite direction, meaning they go up, their payment actually increases. And people tend to believe that that's the opposite, and that's definitely not true. Speaking from my mortgage background, when I started in end of 2001, I can definitely assure you that we've never seen rates as low. Well, let me take that back. They used to be lower, but take into account, historically speaking, these are phenomenal rates. Great time to buy. Prices are still good. You can still count on appreciation.
Yeah.
Investing into yourself and into your family and your future.
Yeah, and then, it's kind of a hassle to transition and move and pack boxes during the holidays, but you could always do a lease back, right? You could buy a house, lease it back to the sellers, let them stay where they want to be, and you get to stay where you're at, and then all transition afterwards. Hopefully you're locked into a good rate, and then the lease that you give back to the seller would cover your mortgage costs, so it's a break-even proposition for you, but you got the house you want, you got the mortgage rate that you want that's available today, because who knows what it's going to be in 2 months.
Yeah, and speaking of that, to that point, it's important who you work with, who you trust. That goes with everybody. Your real estate agent, hire a professional. Your lender, hire a professional. Sir, you want to get the best advice, the best treatment, and that goes to show who you work with will definitely yield the best results.
Same with construction, right? And that's why we have Cal Home Co Construction, because I had a hard time finding good contractors. So if you need work done in your house, We're the go-to source for on time, on budget.
We do a phenomenal job.
Yeah, so good work. So on that, so yeah, with that being said, I wanted to state that we've got a new listing for one of our investment properties at 3129 Vista Rica. It's a beautiful 2-bedroom condo overlooking La Costa Canyon Park in Carlsbad, and it's 1158 square feet. It's listed for $529,000, which is a fully remodeled property. It seems like all the neighbors are set to stay there for life, so you've got great neighbors, and that property is going to go quickly. Another one I've got is 16475 Via Casadero in Rancho Santa Fe, 8,000 square foot house on over an acre in Fairbanks Ranch. Seller says, I want to sell it fast, so drop the price $100,000 a week. We're down to 275 right now, and later this week it'll be 265, so 2.65 million. So expect that one to go. And then our construction crew's been cranking away. They're building granny flats, they're building additions, they're taking their roof up. Yeah. But they, especially if people start slowing down the housing, they pick up on the construction. But I think we could do both, right? Buy that dated house and get a renovation loan, because then you can get our construction company to make your dream house for you, and ideally you build some equity immediately.
Exactly. You look at the possibility of buying what we call the ugly house, probably the ugliest house on the block. Not necessarily, but one that you might think, hey, this has potential. How can I acquire this loan? Well, get more information about renovation loans and then use Cal Home Construction Company to do the renovation. Very likely you're coming in at a lower under market price, fix it up, and now you built up some equity.
Yeah, the example I give is you buy a house for $500,000, you put $100,000 into it with a renovation loan. The next thing you know, you get an appraisal afterwards. Your house will probably be worth $650,000 or if not more.
That's right.
So because if you're not flipping the house, you've got instant equity. That's kind of a nice comfort. Additionally, you got exactly the house you wanted. You picked the colors you want, the layout you want, the cabinets, the hardware, right, the lighting, the paint, etc. So.
And if you're not that creative, we have the design team to help you create your dream home.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's our update for this month. Anything else we need to share that's important?
No,
it's still a good time to buy and sell, is what it comes down
yeah.
to. Yeah, especially if you're your primary residence. If you're trying to be an investor and buy properties, I mean, that's another strategy. But if you're a homeowner trying to buy or sell your primary residence, it's still time to take action. So.
Yep. And so we offer solutions to you. Give us a call anytime. We're here for you. We can be reached on Facebook, direct message, or give us a call on our personal phone numbers.
Cool. This is Henish and
Raphael.
Signing off with California Home Company, brokered by EXP. Have a good one.
Peace.